I feel like people are running to things that make them feel validated, not things that will actually make them change their minds or open their hearts. I hear you though. I hear you. I put up this Clay Kane yesterday came in on fire. We were talking about not just his book, The Grift, but he has a whole section on Reconstruction and the parallels to right now and how Reconstruction got upended politically in the courts. Even before Reconstruction ended, they had set the table, much the way the table is being set right now. And they got a Project 2025, which gave them 100 years to study how to come back and make sure that this power is lasting while we worrying about other stuff. And I'm not, I don't want to denigrate, because anytime somebody hears something that's their issue, whether we're talking about the Gaza Strip or tangibles or anything like that, you shut down. And because you take it personally, like somebody's saying something, I don't know you. So if you feeling hit right now, examine yourself. Examine yourself, because I don't know individuals out there what you think and what you feel, and let you call up the show and let me know. So if I'm hitting on something that is your single issue that's going to keep you from the polls, examine yourself and then ask yourself, am I doing this for all of us, for humanity, for the future? Because I promise you, y'all ain't ready for a world in which people who intentionally want to harm you, intentionally want you to be in a subservient position, intentionally would prefer you not to even be here physically, have all the power. You ain't ready for that. You really aren't. Omie Bell is here. Hi. But you voted. I'm going to vote. Yep. Are you muted? Hold on. Let me see. Yes,
I am muted.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know how to. So maybe in your meditation and stuff, because I was telling Clay, the frustration comes and you were telling, then somebody's like, how much you getting from how much the Democrats paying you? Nothing. No, they don't even advertise on the damn show. They don't even advertise on Urban View. DNC ain't even put no money here. They'll put money into a Republican candidate, so that should make me not vote for them. Not vote for somebody, because you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, yeah, I got issues with the way in which some of these things are handled, but there's a bigger thing at play here. So nobody's caping for Democrats. I'm caping for your damn life, because the truth of the matter is I have a passport and money. I can go anywhere in the world. Hopefully. Yes, I think I can. I think I'm not on any no-fly list. I'm just thinking, maybe somebody be like, not you. Maybe, but I just feel like the freedom that I want for everybody should be what everybody should want for everybody. I'm not out here fighting, because listen, Republicans and my taxes are much better. I'm not paying, you know what I'm saying? Like, financially, personally, I'm better off with having certain kind of policies in place. But I'm not willing to forfeit everybody's freedom for my personal gain. I'm just not. So here we are, waiting.
It's such a psychological play, though, and the thing is, I just, for the life of me, there's certain parts of this that I don't understand in terms of the psychological dance that is happening on the mindset of the people. That it's almost like what you're saying, right? Everybody needs to hear. I agree with her. The thing is, I agree with you that they don't care. However, I don't think people are soulless. So it's like, what do they care about? Right? Like, what is it that they care about? And that, for whatever reason, I will say that the Republicans have been able to sell some type of brash level of a ridiculous hope that really don't make sense for the long-term things we need in our country, what that should look like, how should that work, actual life. And I think that sometimes the Democrats give a bit of a dissertation on what they're going to do with the country. And then people are like, wait, what? I don't know about that. Right. Okay. And so I think that there's some dancing happening there that we don't necessarily bring out all the time.
Yeah. And to your point, the Republicans, this brand of Republican, this wave of Republican believes that their supporters are dumb. So they treat them like they're dumb. Whereas I feel like Democrats think you should just know. And to your point, as you're saying that, it's like, yes, Oh, like, for example, okay, I'm gonna play a couple of Trump supporters. There's a compilation. Getting back to your white woman thing that we started off the show talking about. Let's play the Trump supporter where they were talking about white Christian men leading society. Smith.
People who are coming here are not assimilating. They're poisoning the blood of the country, voting Donald Trump. The founding fathers restricted voting rights for vast majorities of people, including women. The women didn't receive the right to vote until the 19th Amendment.
And then we fixed that.
I don't think that was a good thing.
You don't think so?
I don't think it was a good thing. I believe
the 19th Amendment?
Yeah. Every person, women, men, black, white, whatever, has equal dignity under the law and before God. That doesn't mean they'll have the same roles and should have the same influence in a society.
So who should have influence in our society?
Christian leaders.
White Christian men. Interesting.
White Christian men.
This is what they're voting for. And if you're a white Christian man, you're voting with your full chest. And if you're in the house of a white Christian man, guess who you're voting for? I don't even think we have an issue like that in our community that we can all show up. Like they're literally voting. They want to say black people we only vote because somebody's black. Where Republicans can hand you a brain, maybe allegedly brain damaged ex-football player to run in Georgia, and he came close. You acting like a million people didn't show up to vote for Herschel Walker. Stop playing in my face. Like it for them. This man, this allegedly brain damaged football player with CTEs, allegedly is going to take care of the white Christian male because he believes in that with his brown skin. They're offering a baseball player. Steve Garvey is running for the Senate in California. In California, the top two will run off against each other in November. How much you want to bet that Steve Garvey makes it to, the man ain't never done anything and held office. We don't even know if he knows anything civically, but he's a baseball player. And he's a white man, and I think he's running on the Republican ticket, which tells you everything. It's a wild thing. I'm going to play another clip that speaks to this thing as well. Smith, play it.
What do you think of Nikki Haley? Did you ever consider her?
What I got to say, you don't really want to put it on.
Let me hear it.
Well, the woman's not going to be a good president. She have no balls to scratch. She's just going to scratch her head. All the woman's good for in my book is having babies and taking care of the house, and that's the old thing, but I'm old school.
So you never even considered her?
No.
Mainly because she's a woman?
Because she's female. Females, don't take me wrong, females know what they're doing, but they still got to have a little bit of guidance.
She's got no balls to scratch. Maybe that's the problem. Y'all got itchy balls. Maybe if your balls were clean, they wouldn't be itching and your fingers wouldn't stink because you don't wash your hands either. That's why we got the norovirus. Anyway, I got a lot of thoughts here. A lot of thoughts. Omie Bell is here. But no, he said the quiet part out loud. They're so bold now. It used to be the silent majority. They are saying this out loud. And then there's some women sitting there going, yeah, women, we should be at home. We should be at home concerned about the children. And showing up to these school boards, making sure nobody reads books, because who needs to read? We just need to be able to bake cookies and, follow our men.
But the question is, is that a strategy?
Is it? Is it working? I think it's a strategy. I think it's a powerful strategy.
I mean, no, I don't agree with the principle, right? Meaning no, I don't agree with that. From a principle standpoint, the question though is,
yes. It's a good. How powerful a strategy is it that you can get the majority of women, by the way, 53% of them to vote against their own interests? How powerful is that? You got black people who are going to vote against their own interests. That's a powerful strategy for the hope of having the kind of dominance in their household that they couldn't earn naturally because you didn't work on yourself to be able to be a leader in the house. To be a leader, you need to be lead worthy. Nobody should be following just anybody. That's not what the Bible says. Lead worthiness is important, but you ain't worked on nothing. We got a whole nation of incels who can't get a woman's attention. Now it's going to try to force it legislatively, right? Because even rape now, you got to have that baby. Yeah, that's all part of it. I'm not working on myself so that I can actually be attractive to somebody. We're going to legislate this. Yeah.
How what percentage of the country do you think is radical?
What define radical?
So in either direction, whether they are, whether they are raging extreme Republicans, whether they are raging extreme Democrats, radical going against whatever the norm is, going against whatever the status quo is, going to like being willing to step out, stomp out, yell out. I guess, oh wait, let's think about it like this. Is what he's saying a radical take? So this last one, it's not a radical take. What the other dude is saying,
I don't know. Let's put the question out because I'm biased, so I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm biased. I also am optimistic. Like I would like to think most people are a certain kind of way, but I don't know until I put it out there. So 866-801-8255. Omie's asking the question: what percentage of the population do we think is radical? Right? What percentage of the population is radical? And this radical ideology. Like these couple of men who were randomly asked by another white man, by the way, because maybe the answer would have been different if you or I approached them with a mic. Maybe we wouldn't have been received. But he felt comfortable to tell you he could never vote for a female. That's when I know when you start referring to women as female, I'm like, okay, you're already a certain kind of person who hasn't evolved beyond understanding that that's an animal designation. But what percentage is where they think that's just normal? Where you think, the way these men do, and it goes beyond race, by the way.
Yeah,
because I would also offer up that I think a lot of black men. And what percentage of black men do you believe, or women, black people, also fall in line? And is it tied to their Christianity? Is this part of the Christian ideal? I can't answer that. So y'all listening, I know you got family members, and some of you are the people, the family members. Let's talk.